Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Reese Hollow Bushcraft. Today we're going to do a little foraging, go out in the woods and see, find, and identify a few species that we could take home after a good day harvest. So stick around, stay tuned, let's go see what we can find.
Down in the valley where the pines grow tall, there's a cabin standing, weathered and small, with a knife in hand and a fire to spark. He's carving out a life in the Reese Hollow dark. Reese Hollow Bushcraft, where the wild winds call, living off the land, standing proud and tall, with the creek as his... Reese Hollow Bushcraft, where the wild winds call, living off the land.
Okay everybody, we found our first thing to forage. If you come down here and look with me, you'll see this little plant right here. Okay, let me really get in on that. This is ghost pipe right here. This is a plant that has no chlorophyll and it lives on the roots of mycelia and of plants. So sometimes there's more. I'm not going to harvest this because it's the only one I see. But if I find any more of these right here, ghost pipe, I will harvest them.
He's carving out a life in the Reese Hollow dark.
Now, these are not as common as your other mushrooms that are edible in my area, but I have found this. This is a special treat right here. These, get out of my way, are milkers right here. There's one. There's one. There's an old one back there. Let me show you how you can properly identify one. Let me set this down. All right. I'll take my knife out of here. Okay. This one might be a little dry. Okay. Here's the gills, right? This little dimple on top is kind of a giveaway. So let's go ahead and cut this and see what happens here. Okay, you're gonna start seeing milky white sap come out of right here. Let me see if I can do it in the middle. So it's probably a little dry. I'm getting a little bit of milk right here. Let me try one of the other ones. Get this one right here. Okay, now we're starting to get some milk in there. You see that? Squeezing out of there. These are milkers. This is probably a tawny. They all do look alike. So I'm going to take these two right here and we're going to put them in the basket. So this is a milk cap right here, identified by the milk. Right there. The dimple, orange stems. Okay. We're going to have gills. Now there's other form has less gills. They're tighter than this. Okay. So this might not be a tawny. This might be a gusher. But either way, all three species around here are edible. So milk cap mushroom going in the basket. The plant I have behind me here is wood nettle. The difference between wood nettle and stinging nettle, let me cut one down here, they'll both sting you pretty good. Okay. Stinging nettle has even leaves, okay, even branches. Wood nettle has alternating branches. Now, if you look at these hairs real close. See these hairs? Okay, those are the trichromes. Let's see if we can get any underneath here. These are the stinging part of the plant. These are related to the stinging nettle. They produce a histamine that really lights you up. But this plant, believe it or not, with all of its bad characteristics here, all those hairs on there, which make you realize you touched something bad. See them underneath there? And a spider hanging down out there. Okay, those hairs. Anyway, let's see. See the hairs on top? Those are what stings you. Now this is an edible plant. What you do is you take the leaf, right? More younger shoots than this, but you take your leaves and you cut them off. You boil them for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. You take it out and you place it in cold water to stop the cooking, because you don't want to kill all your nutrients. Just 1 minute or 2 is all that's required to take these stinging nettles, which are stinging me pretty good right now, those hairs on there, and it makes them inert, and you can eat it, and it is a very delicious plant, one of the most nutritious plants we have in our area. So this is wood nettle, alternating branches. Stinging nettle has even branches. Both are edible, both very nutritious, packed full of everything you need. So wood nettle, forage it. You'll love it. See what else we can find.
Carving out a life in the Reese Hollow dark.
Got a nice back chicken of the woods. Gonna grab them and take them home. Okay, that chicken that we just found. Okay, check this out. That is gonna be a lot of food right here. Not only did I get this, oh, there goes a chunk right there, okay? This was on the back side, okay? That was on another tree. And this little one right here. There was twice as much of this that I still left behind, okay? This is what I consumed. Now, what this is, like I said earlier, this is chicken of the woods, okay? It's kind of a bland mushroom. Some people say it tastes like chicken. I think it's more bland, so you can kind of like doctor it up to make it taste like whatever you want to, like chicken. Now, what you want to look for is this orange top, okay? Well, we got some people riding by on side-by-sides. Anyway, we got this orange top, right? It grows in shelves. The bottom is going to be yellow, okay? Different kinds of yellow. This right here, I think this is the sulfur one. I'm pretty sure it is, actually, because how dull it is. The other one's very bright. But let me grab another piece here. So, if you look real close, you'll see there's no gills, but you see those pores in there? Okay, this is a polypore mushroom. So, the polypore mushroom, it's a shelfer, like this. Orange and yellow, this is chicken of the woods, highly edible, highly prized actually. So if you find yourself some chicken of the woods, go ahead, cut it, grab it, leave some for your neighbors. All right, let's see what else we can find. Good haul right here.
Out a life in the Reese Hollow dark. Reese Hollow bushcraft, where the wild winds call.
I just found a cool rare treat here in the hills of Pennsylvania. Not rare that they don't grow here, it's just the animals usually get to them first, okay? And I probably will not get to this one before it's ripe either. But here we have a mayapple, okay? Take it down here. You can identify these plants so easy. We don't have nothing else that looks like this around here. See how it's like just shoots out from here? Now we have a single, see if I can find what the single. See right here how this is gone right here? Animals already got that one. There's another double right there. See if I can find an example of one of the single. I don't see one. Okay, but anyway, these only grow on plants with 2 branches coming off of it. Okay? Here's the fruit of the mayapple. When it's ripe, it'll turn yellow and it'll be soft. This one is not ready yet. This is probably one of the most delicious wild fruits around here. Let me get closer here. Okay? Now, the weird thing about this plant is the fruit, when it's ripe, and only when it's ripe, is edible. The rest of this plant, okay, the mayapple, is toxic. You don't want to eat any part of this except for the fruit. And you kind of don't want to eat the seeds. Some people do. They say that they haven't had no ill effect from them. But I remove the seeds anyway. But yeah, this is a rarity if you can find them when they're ripe and the animals don't get them. They have like a lemon, citrusy, I don't know, pawpaw, mango kind of flavor. Really delicious. So, mayapple, toxic plant, edible fruit. Mosquitoes. Let's go see what else we could find and put in our basket. Let's go. Behind me is staghorn sumac, not to be confused with poison sumac, which looks nothing like this, not even in the same family. These get confused as being poisonous all the time, and they're not. This is just an edible berry right here. You can take it off. See that? All that red on there. Just take a look. Mmm. Strawberry lemonade. Oh, a sumac is high in vitamin C. It is a delicious berry. It'll last until midwinter, you know, pretty good, if the birds don't get to it. What I like to do, instead of eating it, I like to take these right here and I'll put them in a pitcher of water. I'll let them sit overnight and I'll add a little honey to it. And it makes a little drink that tastes like, I don't know, kind of like strawberry lemonade. It's a sweet, tart type of drink. But yeah, right here, sumac. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show on foraging. I hope you learned a few things. So stick around. Next episode, we'll learn some more fun, interesting things on Reese Hollow Bushcraft. Until next time, see you later.
The hunt goes on beyond the sky, with white-tailed deer that never shy, fish in streams that never run dry. The hunt goes on, I'll never say goodbye.